Good evening, everybody. It's just after 7 on a Monday night, and it's time to go wild. Welcome to the Time to Go Wild radio show here on Halton Community Radio 92.3 FM. We are also live across the internet on ws.hcr923fm.com/listen and on TuneIn. You can contact the show radio@widnesworld.co.uk and via Facebook and Twitter.com/ttgw radio. You can contact us by telephone 01928 835 291 and by text 07716 672 874. Start your messages with TTGW. All messages charged at the standard network rate. I hope you're ready. It's time to go wild. A very good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Time to Go Wild radio show here on Halton Community Radio 92.3. After a busy weekend, I'd like to hear from a few out there. Don't forget, you can drop us messages. We've got the Facebook page, we've got Twitter, we've got the phone. Yes, just to remind you all, text 07716 672 874. It's just like texting your best mate, so it doesn't cost you the earth. Oh, well, evening, Doug.
Evening.
Oh, well, it was a very busy weekend in more ways than one.
Yes. Busy and not busy.
Oh, I was busy. And, yeah, I think I better hit the button and get on with this because I haven't stopped going. Two evenings this week, I didn't get to bed till 2:30 in the morning, so, yeah, my poor computer's gone into meltdown. I'm really, really surprised it hasn't turned to a blob of melting silicon.
Well, I can recycle it for you if you need to.
No, not just yet. Not just yet. Anyway, better do this. Right, better get started with the results from across the leagues and a bit of a wind back for some Winter Paralympic para-ice hockey results. Going back to the 13th of March, in Group A, it was Norway 3, Sweden 1. And in Group B, we had the United States of America 8, South Korea 0, and the Czech Republic 3, Japan 0, which allowed on the 14th of March a classification between the 5th to 8th place teams, with the Czech Republic 4, Sweden 3, Norway 6, and Japan 1. The semi-finals on the 15th of March finished Canada 7, Republic of Korea 0, USA 10, Italy 1, and then, yeah, we had classifications for the other places. So 7th and 8th were decided with on the 16th of March, which finished Japan 1, Sweden 5, and for 5th, 6th, it finished Norway 5, Czech Republic 2. Then we had the bronze medal game on the 17th of March, which was Republic of Korea 1, Italy 0, giving the Republic of Korea the bronze medal, and the gold medal game on the 18th of March. Canada 1, United States of America 2. So, yeah, the silver medal going to Canada, and the United States of America getting the gold medal. But to be honest, they're all winners because they're all Paralympians, and congratulations to everyone who took part in that event. Moving back to home, and the seasons have been winding down in some ways. So we'll start with the Elite League, 13th of March. Nottingham Panthers 12, Edinburgh Capitals 1. March 14th, Fife Flyers 4, Belfast Giants 8, Cardiff Devils 6, Sheffield Steelers 3, Guildford Flames 5, Milton Keynes Lightning 4 after a shootout. For the 16th of March, Belfast Giants 2, Guildford Flames 3, 17th of March, Guildford Flames 5, Manchester Storm 2, Belfast Giants 2, Fife Flyers 5, Sheffield Steelers 2, Nottingham Panthers 3, Coventry Blaze 7, Dundee Stars 3, Braehead Clan 4, Milton Keynes Lightning 3, and for the 18th of March, Dundee Stars 2, Fife Flyers 6, Manchester Storm 4, Nottingham Panthers 3 after a shootout, Cardiff Devils 3, Sheffield Steelers 4, Guildford Flames 1, Coventry Blaze 3. And Edinburgh Capitals 1, Braehead Clan 6. And on the 18th of March, we had some EIHA Women's Premier League. The Chelmsford Cobras 5, Milton Keynes Falcons 1, and a game close to home, Widnes Wild Women 4, Bracknell Firebees 4.
It's time to go Wild Radio. We're catching up with Savannah Sumner after the Widnes Wild Women had an emphatic draw, I can say, against the Bracknell Firebees. Sav, your take on that game, please.
It was very end-to-end, very challenged each other. It was a big challenge, but I think the girls pulled together well after the season we've had. It was just unfortunate I couldn't put any goals away. But I mean, we all grafted as a team. We all stood by each other, and that is something I think we have lacked this season. But we come together today, and it was a good end to a good season at home, I think.
I mean, that was a big result. I mean, it was a big comeback. Went 2 goals down, came back into it.
Yeah, it was amazing teamwork. Honestly, I'm so proud of all the girls. But that's the thing, when we went 4-2 down, we never put our heads down. We just kept going, kept grafting. And I mean, if we didn't have Katie Hills, it's put goals away for us. But yeah, I am proud of the team. And
2 more games to go before the end of the season, so it's not quite over. We've got to graft along.
Yeah, we'll go away and we'll do the exact same again. I'm just glad to finish on such a high at home.
Well, thanks for joining us, and all the best for the last couple of games.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So there, the thoughts of Savannah Sumner, but we're not all done with the fixtures yet and the results. So moving into the NIHL Division 1 North Morley playoffs for the 17th of March. Billingham Stars 3, Sheffield Steel Dogs 4, Hull Pirates 12, Blackburn Hawks D1 1, Solway Sharks 4, Solihull Barons 4, Whitley Warriors 2, Telford Tigers D1 4. And for Sunday the 18th, Sheffield Steel Dogs 9, Billingham Stars 3, for an aggregate score over 2 legs of Sheffield Steel Dogs 13, Billingham Stars 6, Solihull Barons 5, Solway Sharks 3, finishing with an aggregate score, Solihull Barons 9, Solway Sharks 7. Blackburn Hawks D1 versus the Hull Pirates, and the Telford Tigers D1 versus Whitley Warriors, both matches postponed. Moving to NIHL Division 2 North Laidler for the 17th of March. Blackburn Hawks D2 1, Coventry Blaze NIHL 9, Sheffield Senators 7, Sutton Sting 5, and the big one for the weekend for us, Altrincham Aces 4, Widnes Wild 3, after overtime.
Okay, this is time to go Wild Radio, catching up with Matty Barlow after the Altrincham Aces Widnes Wild game over in Altrincham. Matty, your thoughts on that game?
Do you know, I don't think it was the worst game. I thought we played well in the last 2 periods. Obviously, first period we came out struggling, but I think we pulled it back and did well.
That was definitely a lively one, and of course no holds barred as things moved on.
It didn't help with the referees, obviously calling stupid decisions, but not everything's going to go our way, is it?
But anyway, we got a point, overtime. Didn't quite go our way. Well, in the end, point's a point, and that puts us on 49 points. Looks like it is playoffs for good now.
Yeah, quite excited actually for playoffs. I think it's going to be a good weekend. I reckon we obviously carry on from what we did last season and obviously win it.
So you're looking forward to the next couple of games now? We've got many left?
Yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm just obviously going to try and pick up my game and get my spot and team again and see what I can do.
Well, we'll catch up with you hopefully again before the end of the season. Best wishes, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Hi, it's Doug Brown from Time to Go Wild Radio, and I'm talking to our resident Monday Mantra man, Mike Moore. How are you, Mike?
Yeah, good. Tired after that one.
It was a bit of a rough game, wasn't it?
Yeah, we knew what Altrincham were going to bring, and they brought it. We were retaliated too many times, taking silly penalties. Some were debatable penalties, but at the end of the day, that's what may have cost us the game today.
Anyway, so we're moving swiftly on from that. We did lose in overtime, so we did get a point out of it.
Yeah, that's positive. We'll take that. We'll take anything we can get this time this season. As long as we make playoffs, and then we'll take that with us.
Yeah, so we have made the playoffs actually, so we've officially qualified.
Good.
Yeah, so home rink, home advantage, we know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, with hopefully all the wild ones are noisy, give us that extra man. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's good. So, how do you think the season's gone?
Season's gone good. We've had a tough couple of runs, losing silly points. against teams like Bradford, I mean, they come out, work hard, we underestimate them every time, so it's our own doings there, but we've had to battle back. I think we've had 8 on the bounce apart from today, but we'll take a point, so there we go.
Right, so where do you see us coming from in the playoffs?
Playoffs, same as last year. We'll lift the trophy.
We will, yes.
Yep, 100%.
Good. And I'd like to thank you personally for your Monday mantra.
No, I've enjoyed it. It's been good. Been good expressing my opinion. So yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks so much, mate. Cheers.
No worries. Thank you.
See you next week.
See ya.
Cheers.
Some good words there from both Matty Barlow and Mike Moore. But we're not quite finished with the results for the weekend. For the 18th of March, Dragons D2, 5, Blackburn Hawks D2, 2, Coventry Blaze NIHL against the Sheffield Senators, and the Hull Jets against the Widnes Wild. Both games were postponed for different reasons, and we will be discussing them in a couple of minutes' time. But that's the roundup of all the results from the past week, and as you can tell, it's getting near the end of the season, so stay loud, stay proud for your team, and tune in next week for the roundup of all the scores here on Time to Go Wild Radio. So, Doug, it was definitely a lively
one
game.
Thing you missed out on that. Manchester Storm won the Pattern Conference.
That was coming in the news.
Oh, sorry.
that will be getting mentioned in the news. But there was another game last night.
There was another game postponed last night.
Another game postponed?
Wasn't it Hull against Blackburn?
Yeah, I've said that.
Yeah, and the decision has come out, hasn't it?
That's in the news.
That's in the news as well.
That's in the news. We're going to.
Just shows we're on the ball, doesn't it? Really?
No, the main one, the other one last night was one reason why I think a few of the Halton Huskies might be a little upset with me, because I didn't actually record that one for them. I'd already done 2 games, and my videoing was going to implode with 3 games in a weekend. But
no, it was a storming game.
That was a storming game against the Coventry Spitfires, wasn't it? Yeah.
And it was quite interesting because number 1 for the Coventry Spitfires is called Spitfire.
Yeah.
So he must own the team. But it was a comeback from 5-3 down.
Something like that, yeah.
And they won 10-5.
Yeah. And the pace of the game was phenomenal. It was played at a really, really good pace, that game last night.
It wouldn't have put
D2 games to shame.
D2, so I saw the Dragons won again.
Yeah.
I think they would have put the Dragons to a bit of a...
I think they've given a few of us a run for our money, to be honest, with the pace of the game.
There was one particular goal by Josh Grocott.
Oh, the coast to coast, yes.
Yeah. Straight down the side. Four players and a referee.
But the other game, which the highlights have finally... Talk about upload troubles today. Oh dear, oh dear. It took me 4 attempts to get the Widnes Wild Women game to upload. But it's there, it's done.
Is that why it's on twice?
No, it shouldn't be on twice.
Oh,
it went up and I had to keep deleting it because it was going up and then it wouldn't go so far. I was getting like 70% uploaded and then stalling. But yes, that was a corking game because they had to chase it. But
they were missing some key players as well.
Well, yeah, Lean was missing and
Amanda Williams.
No, Amanda was playing.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Amanda was playing.
Sorry, Amanda. Lean wasn't there.
Yeah, Lean was missing.
Lean Dedecker.
Yes, but yeah, I mean, Katie got a hat-trick, a very nice one at that. Charlene's first goal was very nicely taken.
Yep.
But there were some very nice goals all round. Both goaltenders played really well.
Oh, Steph Drinkwater did a fantastic save.
Oh, there were both goalies. I mean, yeah, Throop for the
Firebees.
The Firebees, yes. I've already announced it. But yeah, both of those games were really, really well played, and having to come back from 4-2 down, yes, and really, really dug in.
Yeah, heads didn't go down.
Nope.
Played as a team.
Yep.
D actually worked really well. The D didn't fall into the trap that they did earlier part of the season, being too high up. They came back nicely. Gave themselves a bit of a chance when people were skating towards you.
Well, I'm gonna talk controversy.
Just before that, before you be controversial, I'd like to mention the save of, I think, the night by a young man for the Huskies. 1-on-1 with one of their better players.
Oh, that was a highlight reel, and I'm really sorry that's not on video because it was amazing.
Joel Clark did an amazing save, and did you notice after that they all treated him with a lot more respect?
It was complete. A one-on-one breakaway. He's coming in on the goalie. Thought he'd beaten the goalie. Somehow he spreads himself across the ice, and it was honestly, any goaltender out there would have been proud to have witnessed that one. It was
an NHL save. It was as good as them.
True quality save, that. Yeah. And yes,
absolutely amazing. So all credit to them. And the Huskies, the way they played last night.
Oh yeah,
is just, they've come together so well.
Yeah, from 12 months ago when I last saw the Huskies play a competitive styled game, they've really improved all across the whole team. They've all improved, and credit to them all. I mean, it's showing how much dedication those guys are putting in.
Yeah, it's there's some really good rec hockey coming through, and the Earl
Roadie Elks. Yes,
that's them one. Yes. Now that's a load of guys who couldn't skate.
Yeah.
Wanted to learn how to play hockey. Did that, and then went, "Can we have a team?"
Yeah.
And that's going to go somewhere because I think it just shows the enthusiasm.
I like seeing the Earl Road Elks on tour. You know, the guys are going off on their holidays somewhere. Next thing, there's a photograph put online on a Facebook or a tweet or something. Earl Road Elk somewhere in a big sports stadium, which is it's great. It's great. I think it's fantastic.
They've got some cracking merchandise as well.
Yeah, good camaraderie from the guys, and I'm looking forward to witnessing some of their performances a little later on in the close season.
Yeah. Go on, you can be controversial.
Right, we're going to talk controversy now because was it a goal or wasn't it a goal on Saturday night in Altrincham? And it was the third goal, shot by Joe Greaves. We heard it ring the bell, and did it go in or didn't it?
Well, I know the answer to this one now. I'm talking to people who would normally be biased, who said it was a goal. I was standing next to Jeff, the photographer, and we didn't think it was a goal because it came in that quick and out.
Yeah.
It was wow. And he went, I didn't actually see it go in.
Yeah.
But talking to Jen Hunt, who was on the goal line, she went, unfortunately it went in.
Yeah. The video, it's not very often I do sort of multiple replays, but on the video I actually do the standard slow-mo replay, and then I did a zoom in ultra slow replay, and even running it at 20% of its normal speed, the puck disappears into blur. And that, for those who want to be a bit technical now, when I'm filming these days, I film at not at 25 hertz, I film at 50 frames a second. So you get a much smoother picture. And even slowing that down to look at it, the puck blurs, but you see the net and the bottle lift.
Yeah.
And it must have been the piece of metal frame from the goal frame that runs from the crossbar
down the middle,
and then to the padded section. And that must have been what rang. And that's the only conclusion we can come to. But yeah, so from the video evidence, I'm saying good goal.
It just shows us how quick a Joe Greaves shot is.
Oh, I was chatting with Steph Drinkwater actually before the match, and she said she doesn't want to have to face a Joe Greaves shot because she said she's borne witness to them, so they're like bullets.
Yeah.
You know, they are like bullets going off.
Very, very quick.
So, yeah.
And we must actually mention Joe Greaves because he did have a well-deserved man of the match on Saturday.
So, yes. He was a very well-behaved boy, I must admit.
Yeah.
Very unusual.
Yes, it was very tame. I got to speak to a couple of the Aces players afterwards. And they said they really enjoyed it. They do listen to the show as well.
And, I hope Tom Revez is all right after him colliding himself with the boards and I think it was his knee popped out or something.
He was hobbling around and they didn't have any crutches, really. They should have given him something.
He's a hockey player.
Yeah, but he's in danger of making his knee worse.
He's a hockey player.
Yeah, true.
So, we'll have a little break for a little song, and then we'll come back with a few items of news, because there are a couple of interesting items coming up from the last week. And I think this little ditty I've got for us to start us off is quite apt for travel disruption that's happened over the weekend. So, we have a few items of news to cover this evening. And the first one we'll talk about is the Blackburn Hawks v Hull Pirates and Telford Tigers D1 v Whitley Warriors fixtures, which the League Management Committee or Council, the LMC, has put out a little release saying that these games have been classified as void with the scores of 0-0. So the results of that means that both Hull and Telford have won their respective fixtures over 2 legs. And the irony of that is Hull play Telford in the next round of the D1 playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. We are still waiting. The Widnes Wild are still waiting to hear from the league regarding the 2 games that are still outstanding against the Dragons D2 and the Hull Jets.
Yep.
So keep your eyes peeled on social media and the Widnes Wild website for all of that. And congratulations, as you said before.
Yeah, Manchester Storm winning the Pattern Conference in their 3rd year.
So yes, that's a big shout out for the Manchester Storm. So congratulations to them. Is that all of the conference titles sorted now in the league?
I think so. I believe so.
And finally, I found a little article online regarding a young chap by the name of Ethan Lancaster, who plays down in Invicta. And I shall just quickly click on the web page, let that come up as well. But Ethan's apparently been playing hockey since he was the age of 4, but back in 2017 he was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And just summarising through the information that's up on the Invicta Junior Ice Hockey web page, he's had surgery and radioiodine therapy, but thankfully he's now looking on the better side of things. He's back on the ice with the Invicta Colts and studying for his GCSEs. So that is fantastic news for a young chap who was very, very on the wrong side of good health.
Well, it just shows his dedication, because looking at this, it says, despite his diagnosis, Ethan continued to train and play games.
So there you go.
So that says probably a lot for positive mindset and therapy.
And fitness.
Because it probably helps you to fight the disease if you're fit, healthy, and have got something to aim for.
Oh, most certainly.
Congratulations, Ethan, and all the best.
Yes, best wishes. So, if you want to read a bit more about it, you can either go to I'll say it's www.ijihc.co.uk, or you can look up the Time to Go Wild Radio Facebook page, and there is a link to that on our Facebook page that will take you through to the main article. So, as we say, yes, that's fantastic news for a young lad, and hopefully you can go from strength to strength, and his hockey career can go from strength to strength.
Yep.
And our final little bit of newsy stuff, which has been postponed for the last couple of weeks, the EIHA Player of the Month was announced not so long back. And from South 1 Britain, it was Owen Griffiths from Peterborough Phantoms. From South 2, the Wilkinson, it was Grant Bartlett from the Chelmsford Chieftains. From North 1 Morley, it was Dimitri Zamosdra from the Sheffield Steel Dogs. And from North 2 Laidler, Ryan Kemp from the Bradford Bulldogs. Congratulations to all of those guys.
That was good for Bradford. The Bulldogs getting recognition at last.
So yes, and no doubt there'll be more Player of the Month stuff coming through very shortly.
We will, yes.
So as we know more, we will let you know. Oh, well, you have another little bit of news, I think.
Yes, on Sunday's game, my only bit of up-and-coming fixtures for this week, is Sunday's game, which is the final home game for the Widnes Wild against the Sheffield Senators, played as usual at 17:30. We've got a last league game, question mark, because it may or may not. As it's the last game, what we like to do is play tribute, or have all the fans play tribute to one of our favourites. And we all know who that is. It's King Kenny Armstrong. So we all want you to dress up as King Kenny, bring your crown, have your ginger beard, whatever you like, and say thank you to a player who's played heart and soul this season. I mean, I think this season is probably one of his best. He certainly seems to be enjoying himself.
No, I mean he's been with us since season 1. He's stuck with the lads. He's stuck with the side. He grafts his heart off.
Yes.
And yes. So there you go.
So what we like, a little bit of thank you to King Kenny. So if you want to come along, we'll put it on the Time to Go Wild radio show, Twitter and Facebook. And if you want to join in, please feel free to do so.
I think we'll have a little piece of music then to honour King Kenny. I haven't quite got something King related, but I have got a little bit of the Spin Doctors and Two Princes. So don't forget your usual bits of what's on around and about through the websites widneswild.co.uk, facebook.com/widneswild or TTGW Radio for the show, twitter.com/widneswild and twitter.com/TTGW Radio. Don't forget you can still contact us, radio@widneswild.co.uk, and I think there's a couple of own and loans possibly left, so contact the club. And keep an eye out for all your fan and community bits and bobs that are ongoing. Oh.
Right. Main news tonight is we have officially qualified for the EIHA NIHL North 2 Laidler playoffs by means of the 1 point we picked up on Saturday. And the playoffs will be held at Planet Ice Widnes on the weekend of the 14th and 15th of April this year. They will feature the top 4 sides from the league with 2 semi-finals on Saturday, face-offs at 16:30 and 19:30, and a final on the Sunday, face-off at 17:30. A weekend pass is available, £15 for adults, £8 for concessions. There are no day tickets initially on sale due to the small rink capacity. Fans will be taking a gamble if they wait and see if day tickets become available. At this present time, on the 15th of March, there were only 57 tickets left. Tickets are available from Planet Ice Widnes in person, over the phone or online. More details are on widneswild.co.uk. And the final thing to mention tonight on what's going on is the Widnes Wild End of Season Awards Night, which this year is taking place on Saturday the 21st of April at Rainhill ex-Servicemen's Club. Doors are open at 7 o'clock with a bar and disco till midnight. Tickets are £12 per person, £10 for season ticket holders and £5 for children. Tickets are available from Planet Ice Widnes reception from Sunday the 18th of February and from the merchandise table on match nights.
A little extra item of news I forgot to mention from the EIHA is the junior leagues have nominated their 2018 charity partners, and they are the British Heart Foundation, Great Ormond Street Hospital. So they're the 2 charities that they have decided to choose for their respective charities for this year. So there we go.
Yeah. The Great Ormond Street isn't that the one that still gets the royalties from Peter Pan?
Now that I cannot remember. I'm honestly not sure of that.
I think it was J.M. Barrie put all the royalties he got from Peter Pan, from whatever format, And they go to Great Ormond Street, which I think is a fantastic thing.
Yeah. So there we go. That's all details through eiha.co.uk.
I think we ought to mention as well our penalty box sponsor,
of course,
the Sepsis Trust.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing when you start talking to people how many people have actually been touched by sepsis or know someone who's had it.
Oh yeah.
So it's one of those things that's is out there in quite a large degree.
It's quite a scary thing, is sepsis. Very scary thing is sepsis.
Yeah, from reading up, it's kind of like you don't really know how you get it.
No.
It's a virus.
Mm.
Well, it's a bit worrying, really.
Yeah. So yes.
So there we go.
But no, I mean, and of course, all the other sponsors out there for all the teams. It's a very valuable thing and a great way of improving focus, particularly when it's some of the charities of this nature.
Yes. No, it's a good thing.
Right. I think I better do this one this week. Week 18 of quiz time, courtesy of hashtag Team Stripies on eiha.co.uk. You make the call. This has been one of the most fascinating features I think we could have ever had, and a massive thank you once again from us here at Time to Go Wild Radio to the EIHA for doing this, because it's been absolute feature gold as this, and it's taught me a number of things at least.
It's made watching the game more interesting.
So here we go for week 18. Question 1. Right, a Team A player is on a breakaway. The Team B goalie has been removed for another player. A defender from Team B is behind the goal and deliberately knocks the net off its moorings. What's the call?
That's a complicated one, isn't it? The Team B goalie has been removed for another player.
So basically, Team B have got
a substitute
six men on the ice.
Yes.
No goalie. The sixth man's behind the goal, and the other team's got a player coming straight away on the goal, and he knocks the net off. What's the call?
Penalty shot.
Penalty goal.
Penalty goal.
I think it's penalty goal, because he's behind the goal. He's and the other guy's on a breakaway, so it's an open net. I'd go with penalty goal.
Yeah, we could do that.
That's my gut, but we shall find out next week.
So, question 2. During a penalty shot, the attacker skates up the ice, removes a glove and throws it towards the goalie. What does the referee do? Stops the penalty shot.
I think it's a penalty shot and a 2-minute minor at least to the attacker.
Well, yeah.
Illegal equipment or something.
Actually, this happens in NHL when they were doing the weekend where they show off all the skills.
Oh, the skills, yeah.
And Subban did it. He's skating down and he throws his glove, and the guy, the netty didn't know what was going to go on. He just moved his hand and his glove come off on purpose.
That's a different. Well, that's a skills competition, though. But hey,
no, but they said it would not be a goal.
Yeah,
and he would get a 2-minute minor.
So, question 3: during play in the attacking zone, a spectator throws a puck over the boards that has been previously put out of play and was shot over the glass. What immediate action does the ref take? Well,
stops the game.
I think it would be stop the game, yeah.
You've got to, because you can't have 2 pucks on the ice.
Yeah. Now, whether or not there is a penalty that can be awarded to the team, I don't know, because
I don't think it really matters, because it says on that one a spectator. Now, it doesn't say a spectator from Team A or Team B. So I would say that he has to stop the game in the interest of safety.
Well, it's in the interest of the fact that what puck do you play?
Well, the other thing is in the interest of safety. You got sort of players. How does he tell what's going on?
Well, they got
one lot will be going down the ice one end, and one lot will be going down the ice.
Yeah. So anyway, the answers all being all will be up during the week, but answers on a postcard. And thank you to hashtag Team Stripies for their input. I mean, it's been a fantastic feature, this.
I think they must have listened to the show was going on, so they thought they wanted an outlet. We'll take some credit for that one.
So anyway, we shall await the answers, so that one with bated breath. So,
It's not a bad thing, that here.
let's just fade that down. So, the league, let's have a quick look at the table as it currently stands. And it's tight, still. Because of the way in which some of the outstanding games need to be considered.
Well, we've got Sutton who have won the title.
Yeah.
No questions asked. Now, Hull are 3 points ahead of Widnes, who are 1 point ahead of Telford, who are 1 point ahead of Altrincham. And as a fairly, I don't know what the word is, hopeful Aces fan said, our slim hopes of qualifying are still there.
There is a mathematical possibility.
Yes.
But
Probability not.
Fans, friends, Romans and countrymen, the Telford Tigers D2 outstanding fixtures are on the 24th of this month. They play the Blackburn Hawks D2. And then they play the Sheffield Senators on the 31st. Now, looking at the way the Blackburn Hawks D2 fixtures have gone across the entire year, the chances 4th against 10th, unless something major happens, if you were to put that to a pools panel,
you'd say that Telford are going to win by at least 10.
Well, they're gonna take the 2 points, which puts them on 50, based on their current standing. Altrincham can only get 49.
Yep.
So,
and we've beaten Altrincham on goal difference across the series.
I think the form book against Altrincham is an overtime, 1 loss, 2 win, a win there. I'm just having a look. Yeah, 2 wins, a loss and an overtime loss. So that puts the form book in our favour.
Yeah, but the first win was an overtime win. The 2-1.
Yeah, but it's a win.
Yeah.
It's a win and an overtime win, overtime loss, a win.
But on
so the form book throws it in our favour, which is the first way that goes.
So
and there's still 2 fixtures waiting to hear from the league.
Yes. So we could end up on 53 points without playing a game.
Yes, potentially. And there's still the Sheffield Senators game to play.
Yeah. And we won't be controversial about anything else.
No. So
because
it's just a case of
just wait and see.
You go with the pool. You go in with the pools panel on where things are running, and based on the 2 games, you could split the difference with Hull. And the main difference with the points there is who gets second, who gets third.
Yeah.
So
we're going to. We'll probably end up playing Hull anyway. So whichever way, second or third.
Yeah, but then the key comes down to last line change, and home advantage goes to the second place team, which gives you last line change, and that's what the main thing is now. That's why it's so tight for second place.
Right.
So,
looking at the league, we've been the most tight on giving goals away.
Yes, actually, under 100. We're the only team to not have conceded under 100 goals, but
over 100 goals. Yeah.
So not conceded over 100.
I'm not sure whether we're actually the highest on goal difference.
Maybe.
Potentially,
yeah.
In
terms of positive goal difference, that is.
Yes, positive goal difference. Yes. Not negative. We won't talk about teams at the bottom. In fact, Bradford are negative. Coventry are positive. Dragons and Blackburn Hawks are negative.
Yeah.
Which is it's quite amazing. 8, so you got most teams are in positive.
But it's been a thriller of a season in the end, and we hope everybody is going to be prepared for the final games of whichever club you follow. Come out, be loud, be proud for them, because they've given their all. They need that extra boost, and we're running into playoffs. And this is effectively, in some ways, these last couple of games can determine positions in the league. It is now playoff hockey.
Yes.
So it's going to be an interesting run. And the Morley League, and all the finals weekends that are going on around the country in different ways and forms. There's of course the Elite League. There's the D1 playoff in Coventry, which also I think features, if I'm not mistaken, there's something about the Layla teams are featuring at something in the Coventry weekend. But I will look that up, a bit more details for next week.
I thought it might have been Layla winners against the Wilkinson winners.
Might be something like that. Yeah,
Sutton against whoever won the Wilkinson conference.
That's what. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So that'll be quite interesting.
Yeah. So we've got 10 minutes to go. Just a couple of extra little talking points to hopefully look at. This show has been very, very interesting to put together, and we do like to hear from the listener. And I know a lot of people do listen through the podcast, which is really good. So, but we do have our ways and means of contacting the show, and we just hope that as things are progressing, we've got the close season coming up, and we still want to hear from you. Don't go AWOL on us. So, all of the communications will be available throughout the entire closed season. Of course, that will be featuring rec hockey.
It will. And there's an enormous amount of rec hockey going on.
The Riverside Raiders have got their summer cup games coming up.
Yep.
And the Halton Huskies will be having a few more features.
Huskies have got a game
Sunday.
Is it this Sunday?
This Sunday at
it's a very late face-off.
Yes.
So that might be interesting.
Actually, I should just have a quick look on the old dog and bone in my calendar, because it is in it. It is the Halton Huskies against the Solihull Grizzlies. So yes, it's the Halton Huskies Solihull Grizzlies this weekend. So if you want a bit of a late night hockey fix, get yourself along to that one.
Yeah, and I would tell people to go, because it is interesting. It is quite quick.
It's very quick.
It's meant to be non-contact.
Well,
I say meant to be non-contact.
It's non-checking.
Non-checking. Okay. Non-checking. Okay.
You can have contact because you can bounce off each other a bit in the board, but it's non-checking.
Yeah, there was actually a fight, wasn't there?
Almost.
Two players. A bit of pushing and shoving, and that was about it. Both come off.
Yeah, well, I was chatting with Josh, and he said he didn't really want to start throwing punches.
No, I think he would have been banned then.
No,
game.
He had a very good reason for not wanting to throw punches, and it wasn't to do with bans or anything like that. But I understand why I just didn't want to throw punches. And plus, it's not that kind of game. It's rec hockey.
It's meant to be rec hockey, which was what he told the other player who came off at the same time.
Yes,
vehemently.
Just another. We should just give you the final shout out again. Don't forget, Saturday, 21st of April. It's £12 for adults, £10 for season ticket holders, £5 for kids.
Yep.
At the Rainhill ex-Servicemen's Club in Rainhill, and details are on the Widnes Wild website for the end of season due. And tickets, of course, you can get them from the rink. And of course, it's your way of having a good meet and greet, a nice relaxed atmosphere with fellow fans, and of course the team.
Well, last year was really good.
I'm a bit good. I missed that one.
I really enjoyed last year. It was the first real ability for the fans to meet the players in a relaxed atmosphere. Broke down a lot of barriers. And Andy Turner was amazing in his donation of his cup to Steve Aspinall.
All right.
He gave him his trophy. He said, "Yeah." So, and those gestures like that go a long way.
I mean,
so we're hoping to have a couple of people live in the studio next week.
We shall see.
It could be. One of them will be the coach.
Oh, aye.
Yes, he's promised to come in.
Oh,
because he's going to bring in one of the the team players who had a bet with me that if he scored 5 goals this season, he would come live on radio.
Oh, you heard it here.
Unfortunately for him, he scored 5 goals.
This is almost like the gentleman's handshake that Mike Hughes had with Danny Bracegirdle a couple of years ago. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bracey actually won. But,
Well, I won. Simon, if you're listening, or if you listen on podcast, we'd like to see you in here next week.
I'll give the guys their due. I mean, we have the guys who travel over from South Yorkshire and from Yorkshire every week. And hopefully Ollie won't mind me saying, but I know he had a bit of trouble getting home with the snow on Saturday.
They were quite worried.
And I do know he got home okay, but yeah, guys, I mean, I know what it can get like over on that side of the country, and yeah, we don't want you sleeping in cars. We really don't. It's a tough trek each week for them.
Now, Mike's final comment to me was, I don't know where we're getting home because apparently the snow's landed.
Yeah, the Snake was shut at one point. We think the Woodhead Pass was shut. I nearly put a tweet out on Saturday on the way, just as I got to Altrincham, saying that I'd hit a wall of snow on the M56, and it was so strange. It was nothing, and poof, a snow blizzard. Thankfully, it had gone off by the time we left, but it would have been very unpleasant had it continued.
Well, the only way round for the guys would have been the long way round through the 62 and down.
Yeah. Even that can be quite treacherous in the snow,
especially going across Saddleworth.
I've come over Saddleworth in the snow, and it's not pleasant.
No.
But
there we go.
But well, it's almost it for another week, and with that, we hope you'll be loud and proud for your teams. Of course, all Wild fans, it's the biggie. It's the last home game of the season this Sunday, the 25th of March, against the Sheffield Senators. Come on, let's pack that rink out. Let's be loud, let's be proud, and just pack the rink out for one last home league game before playoffs.
There's one other group of people we need to thank. All the people who give up their time on match nights to do things like help the teams come out, open the gates,
man the sin bins, clock,
clocks,
announce everything.
And this year, special thank you to the guys who've been doing the 50-50, because the amount that's been coming in week on week for the 50-50 is amazing.
It's been a prize pot. An actual payout of £100 basically every week.
It's something worth getting. So when you come along on Sunday to see us play the Senators, bring your extra £1 along.
Well, ladies and germs, here's the odds. If you're thinking a typical crowd is somewhere between 300 and 400, then a 50-50 is half of the prize fund, and it's been £100 or something more each week. Then work out the odds on winning. So there you go. Anyway, well, that's it for another week. We'll be back next Monday with a roundup of everything that's been going on. I'll be back on Thursday with my musical mayhem on the Coles Box of Delights from 9. But for another week, I think we'll play out with a little bit of Wishing Well.
Good.
And from Doug.
Good night.
And from me, ta-ra.